just a warning for listeners for the table play. This is intended for a more mature audience, so there will be swearing. Heavier topics are going to be included. Just watch at your own discretion. Thank you. Hey, a few things before we get started. First off, I'd like to say this is a re-edit of the original video. So if you, for whatever reason, prefer that version, that is in the description unlisted. Second, I try to put timestamps on these videos just for your convenience. So I know not everyone likes to watch the intros, watch us talk, and just like to get into the story. That is there. I try to just say like intro. You can skip past that if you'd prefer. Otherwise, just listen to it on whatever way you prefer. It's more intended for audio than anything else, but you can watch our reactions with the cameras. There's not a lot going on when it comes to the actual visual part, so that is up to you. But anyways, please enjoy, and thank you, and enjoy the video. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hi, everyone. Say hi. You go. Say wave at the camera. Wave at the gosh darn camera.
Don't worry, the bum at the bottom's not going to wave. He's fine. All right, well, I guess if we're doing this, then I'll start things off because I am God.
Mm-hmm.
So, hi, everybody. My name is Coty with a T.
Is it?
You'll never forget. And this is going to be our new D&D game. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be great. It's going to be polished.
And what are you calling it?
Well, the leading title as of now, it doesn't have to be official, but the title as of now is a Banquet of Lightning. Is what we got.
Flavorful.
Yes, very.
I like my lightning with garlic.
You like your lightning with what?
Garlic.
Garlic lightning, nice. Okay.
It's a banquet.
Crisp. It's crisp. It's
a banquet.
Yeah, I know it's a banquet.
Anywho, so this is it. Take it away.
Me? Who first?
You can go first.
You.
And
Yeah,
Oh
you.
my
Go
gosh,
for it.
thank you. Oh my god. Okay, so, well, first off, my name's Luke. I'm the person uploading it to the channel, blah, 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 blah. You already know. I have played D&D for about a year now. Has it been a year? It's been a little bit less than that. So
It's only been a year?
It's been more than that.
It's, yeah, well, I mean, like, yeah, it's roughly. But, I met all of them playing Sean, except Cody's coworker, but we don't have to get into that though. But other than that, I am excited. I'm going to be playing a tiefling sorcerer, specifically draconic, but that won't matter. We'll get into it. But other than that, yeah, that's me.
I guess I forgot to say how long I've played the game. I've been playing D&D for 15 fucking years at this point. That's it.
And mainly
Carry
D&D
on.
too. But yeah, that's all I have to
Yeah.
And Luke, who are you playing? You don't have to totally introduce.
Do we want to wait? Do we want to wait, Cody? I mean, I can say it right now.
You can say your name. I don't think you said her name, so you can say her name, and we'll do physical descriptions a little bit
later. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
in game.
I'm not going to do the voice right now, just because like I'm going to try to save it. I'm going to try to save it. I don't know how well it's going to be, but her name is Trayalane Uhyris. Again, tiefling. And I will describe it whenever we get to it. So, and Nightly, do you want to go next?
Sure. Hi. As you said, I'm Nightly. I've been playing D&D. I think my first game was back in like '99. I was 8 years old for my first game. I was back on. I think it was my first game was a 3rd edition game, and I've just been spiraling from there. I played games from Pathfinder, Call of Cthulhu. Played Monsters of the Week. I played a couple of Star Wars systems. I've been a TTRPG guy since I could walk, so I'm a bit of a psychopath. I'll be playing Marx, your favorite Kronk-style crazy uncle, with a dragon.
A Drake.
Close enough.
A special Drake, mind you, because I'm not strictly adhering to the rules of the Drakewarden for you. Keep that in mind.
Okay, so my name is Rebecca. My friends call me Becky, and I have been playing D&D for probably 6 or 7 years. I've been playing a little bit more intensely in the past 4 or 5 years. I'm going to be playing a artificer rogue multi-class, and her name is Vaenya Hazzard.
We're gonna start doing dumb quips based on our.
Oh god, that
No,
sound.
that would be something fun to do, like the beginning, just like a little fun fact about our character or something, kind of like how Dungeons and Daddies does it.
Are we gonna do dad facts?
Not this time, not this time, but once we know the characters.
I'm not thinking of doing like a dad fact. I'm thinking more like with. I like how NADPOD with Emily Axford, how she like comes in with these absolutely out of her mind rhymes.
No, not a chance. Not a chance.
I'm doing
I
it.
can't. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm not
If I
allowed.
had time to prepare, I could and would.
Anyways, let's get into it, shall we? The scene, the camera, if you will, is going to pan into the lower city of Elderthorn. And it's going to follow along the alleyways. It's still daylight. It's like mid-afternoon. So the camera pans and follows the alleyways down, and it's passing all these kind of not shabbily looking places or anything. But they're not great looking. It's kind of a darkly lit, poor-ish area. And we come over to an old wooden door that has a little slit in the door. And inside we find a short, middle-aged dwarven man who is sitting at a workbench and tinkering with some type of wrist device. Like it's something that you would fit on your wrist, like almost like a watch, but not quite like a watch. He's tinkering. He has you can see on the table next to him, there's a top hat with a set of like tinker's goggles on the top hat. And his clothes are dirty. He's sweaty because it's really, really warm in here. This fucking as he's tinkering with his mechanism. Hey, Ven, come here. I can't figure this out. I need you to come over here and look at this. I can't figure it out.
All right, I'm coming.
And as this woman walks around the corner, describe what she's looking like right now.
So what you're looking at is a tall, high elven woman. She's thin, she's tall, she has silvered hair. She's very conventionally attractive. But the difference is that all of those features are completely muted by the fact that she is absolutely disheveled and filthy. Like, her perfect silver hair is dulled by the dust of the forge. Her demeanor is dulled by like an arched back. Like, she has dirty clothing, but she has a lot of it. She has way more clothes than a normal person in this situation should have, because she is layering different things in order to emulate like a ballroom gown, but it's just like bits and pieces. So imagine if someone was wearing like a jumpsuit and then they just put like a tutu over top of it, except the tutu is like foil and breakage and mess and whatever she could find to make herself more girly, but in doing so actually made it the opposite.
Nice. Pretty cool.
And the most important part of Vaenya is that her right arm is not an arm. Like, her right arm is a very technical, very interesting prosthetic made out of metal and alchemy and magic.
And it's powered by these little integral crystals.
Yes, yeah, there are bits and pieces amongst it. Like, there's a world where you could imagine it being precisely placed, but in this particular situation, the crystals are kind of wherever they worked. And she is followed along by a tiny copper rusted cat.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I'm imagining, after I saw that picture, I'm imagining like a Litleo,
Yes. Yeah.
but
yeah.
metallic with the crinkly wired whiskers.
Yes. And the fire that comes out of it is, in this case, the fire that comes out of this tiny cat, when it does, it's not like a magical flame like Litleo. It's more like sputters of mechanical breakage.
Almost like combustion, like backfires.
Yes, correct.
Take a look at this. This wristlet. You know, this is. I need this to. This is how we're getting into the bar. This is our ticket in. It's. You see this? You see this little crystal? You know the crystal deck. The thing. You know all about that. This needs to shoot out, and it's gonna shoot, and it's gonna make this. It's gonna make us a portal, and it's gonna take us to where we gotta go. But I can't get it. It's not like fitting. I don't know. It's frustrating the shit out of me. I gotta take a break. I gotta walk away. I gotta walk away. Can you just make the shit fit? Make it fit.
Okay.
Make it fit.
Did you try to touch it with your magic? Did you try to just like move it, and then like your body just sort of knows what is supposed to happen? Like did you try just like putting your body into the crystal, and then like maybe it's not about putting the crystal in the exact place. Maybe it's just like maybe the crystal just like wants to be where it wants to be, and like maybe you just need to like encourage it a little bit. Here, let me try. Don't touch it. Stop touching it. Stop touching. I'm going to just touch it a little bit, and I'm just need a little bit of encouragement.
And he's gonna drop it. His eyebrows, first off, the whole time you were like explaining that to him like that, his eyebrows were up to the point where his non-existent hair. I forgot to mention he's bald on top, but he has hair flowing out the back, and his non-existent hair at the top, his eyebrows became his new hairline. His eyebrows were so high. He drops the wristlet onto the workbench, and he says, "Yeah, just work your magic. I got some stuff I got to take care of. I got some stuff to finish for tonight. Just do it. I'll be right back. Okay? Can you handle that?"
Well, I can handle that.
Yeah, good girl. And he's gonna get up. He's gonna put his hat on, and he's gonna take the coat. It's almost like a suit jacket with like little coattails. But it's patched up, and it's ripped, and it's dirty, and it's like the material that it's made of isn't like a typical suit jacket material. It's almost like a leather, so it's like a leather apron, but backwards. And he's gonna put his hat on. He's gonna whip the jacket on, and he's gonna shake his arms out, and he's gonna say, "I'll be back." And he's gonna turn around, and he's going to walk out the door. You hear the door slam shut behind you. And as Vaenya begins to work on this little wristlet mechanism, the camera's going to pull back, and it's going to follow this dwarven man out the door, and it's going to go down a separate alleyway, and it's going to twist and wind and turn, and it's going to go into a little bit of a nicer part of the lower city of Elderthorn, which is been dubbed the Thorns. So it's going to kind of twist and turn, and it's going to go over to a building that looks similar to the closest thing to a fancy tavern for the lower city, for the Thorns. And inside we can see it's very busy. It's like mid-afternoon. It's just before dinner time. There's people that are dancing, and there's music, and there's swinging of arms, and there's clinking of glasses together, and this massive celebration. And you can hear people commenting about how the princess is engaged, and the ball's tonight, and it's so joyous and cheerful, and that's the typical mood. And sitting at the end of the bar are two men, one of which is middle-aged with kind of salt and pepper hair. He's very well put together, a little too well put together for this particular space. Very well trimmed, kind of musketeer-esque facial hair. And he has the pointed mustache and the pointed goatee and the parted hair. And he's wearing the house colors of House Wickendense, which are golds and reds and oranges. And he's looking very fancy. And sitting next to him is a younger man who what's the man look like sitting next to him, Nightly?
Sitting next to him with a ridiculously wide grin, probably was in mid-conversation in some way, is this 27, 28-year-old man. He's got a 5 o'clock shadow going over this refined square jawline. He's got this like a faded crop for a haircut, like very military style, but like you could see he likes to be a little bit more pretty about it, with how he takes care of like where it's like combed, it's perfectly done, and he has this like very dark red hair. His eyes are a vibrant green. His skin is of an olive color, and he's wearing these long coat, like just colored with blacks and silvers. He wears an emblem of the family of Wickendense that has the family colors embossed on his breastplate. He carries a long silver sword on his back, and his clothing is a mix of military and casual. He's trying to be comfortable while also being ready to punch somebody in the face, or so you would think. And you wouldn't think he's actually trying to punch somebody in the face, given the fact that he's over here just being very jovial and having a good time in general. At his leg is just a wagging tail, a wagging scaled tail, and this tongue hanging out the side of its face. This little white drake is sitting there with these big golden eyes staring up at him, and mouth open, completely happy, tongue out, tail wagging, just sitting there.
How big is the drake? About the size of a dog, right? Like a medium dog?
About up to my knee.
Okay. It's a golden retriever.
Yeah.
Ish. Nice. So the man sitting next to you, you know him as Kit. He's been he's your father figure in a world in which you don't get along great with your father. He's kind of been like the big brother type of individual for your life. He's a mentor. He's done the majority of your training with the rest of the Drakewardens and trainers on the Wickendense estate. He's a lifetime friend of the family, and your best friend. And he's sitting next to you, and he throws down a shot of some type of liquor.
I follow.
And he's going to take a gold coin out of his pocket, and he's just going to flick it while laughing and smiling, and flick it over towards the barkeep, who kind of sees it, lets it hit the ground as she's kind of going back and forth and busily serving these drinks. And Kit will clap you on the back and just say, well, Marx, are you ready for tonight? Because I don't know, I've always hated these big events.
No, I'm not. Quite frankly, I'd rather just go jump off a cliff.
Well, we are going to be in the upper city, so it's kind of the same thing, right?
Oh, I'm sure there'll be plenty of cliffs.
We should probably finish up here, don't you think?
Do we have to?
Yeah, well,
I do not want to have to deal with them.
yeah, that makes two. He looks down at the Drake on the floor. 3. He looks back behind him towards like a window. Probably 4. I think that makes 4 of us who don't.
I'm just imagining his Drake is just so large, his face is in the window, just staring in at us.
And that's actually the thing. If you were to look back and look out the window, also the only thing you would see is just poking out of the corner window pane is just this golden face of a drake with bright red, like scarlet eyes that just look. They're not scowling, but as close enough to a scowl and like almost like if it had fingers, it would be wagging its finger at you guys for where you're at. You know what I mean? And when everybody looks back, he just kind of goes and ducks back under. He's not watching.
So glad that Max can come in here right now. I am not looking forward to him having to stay outside.
Yeah, Chartreuse has never really been a fan of, parties. And that's what we're doing, right? That's what this is. This is just a small party. As he kind of like grabs his mug off the counter and motions behind him. It spills a little bit, and sorry about that. I think we have time for maybe another drink, maybe another dance. I see there's some pretty girls over there. You can always go talk to them. And as he's giving you like the wink, the very obvious wink.
Kid, I'm a busy man.
You ain't getting any younger, man.
It'll happen if it happens.
Well, okay. I tried. I did my pseudo.
I don't understand. I don't understand why all of you keep wanting me to have sex. I don't get it. I don't. It's just a thing. It's a thing that you guys like. It's okay. I just not feeling the whole that whole giggity thing that people like to do. It's kind of I kind of just like to play around with the dragons. That's kind of a thing.
Oh, hey, I'm not here to kink shame. I'm just.
Whoa.
You are a Wickendense. It's not me. I'm not a Wickendense. You're the Wickendense, and.
Yeah, a shame, isn't it?
Yeah. Is it? Yeah. Anyways, well, and he's gonna down another shot.
All right, let's go. I'm not looking forward to talking to Dad.
Well, look at it like this way. At least it's only Dad. Your mom stayed back at the estate.
Oh, thank God. Her voice is kind of like driving a dagger into my own eardrum.
You've only been alive listening to her for what? 27 years, something like that, right?
Ish. I stopped paying attention at 20.
Yeah, well, I'm almost double that. Okay, so don't gotta tell me twice. As he's just gonna turn around, he's gonna take one more look at the barkeep, and she's a middle-aged, not wholly unattractive human woman, and he's just going to kind of give her another wink, but a much better placed wink than he did for you. Like yours was awkward and clumsy and like almost like he was trying to embarrass you and be obvious about it. But the wink towards the barkeep, it's a little smoother. It's a little more like charming. He's got some riz, and he's gonna take 2 more gold coins out of his pocket, and rather than flick them this time, he's just going to chug the rest of his flagon of ale here real quick, and put the coins on the table, put the flagon upside down, and over top of the gold coins. And he's gonna pick up a hat off the side of the bar here, and it's a wide-brimmed hat, not quite like I don't know what the style would be called. It's almost like a cowboy hat, but less cowboy and more just round top with a little feather in the cap. He's gonna do a little hat trick and flip it in his hands and right on his head. Let's go get Chartreuse. Let's go find our way to the portal.
He's gonna very quietly under his breath, and he goes, "You are such a show off for no reason."
Oh, I have my reasons.
Oh, I'm sure. As I see the woman with the blush on her face, I don't lack in the ability to see these things. I just don't care about them.
I've always been one perceptive motherfucker. And he's going to walk out the door, and Chartreuse, the golden drake, who is significantly larger than Max, the little baby white drake, is patiently sitting on its back haunches, kind of like Scooby-Doo, and just waiting with this, like I said, almost like a scowl on his face, on the drake's face.
You know how baby goats do that bounce around thing and zigzags? That's what Max is doing as we come out.
Probably in between Chartreuse's legs.
Yep.
And so Kit will kind of put a hand on the neck of Chartreuse and will swing himself up like he's mounting a horse, and will just say, "I'll race you," and he's going to take off atop Chartreuse's back.
I'm going to pick up my Drake, and then I'm going to full sprint after him.
And with that, the camera pans once more, still in the lower city, and we're kind of funneling down this main road area until we get to the central hub of the Thorns. And in the center of the Thorns, the lower city, is where the teleportation circle, which is one of two ways to get to the upper city of Elderthorn, is located. And heading up to the teleportation circle, you can see there's a contingent of about 3 or 4 not quite militaristic, but almost like mercenary styled bodyguards, essentially, that are surrounding a small framed tiefling woman. And the group of 5 of these 5 are being led by one man in particular who's tall, and he's wide framed, and he's dressed very, very militaristic. This guy, he's wearing his black and gray kind of vest and neatly pressed pants with shiny buckled shoes. You can see strapped to his side that he has a saber, almost like a cavalier's saber, and he has a rounded, almost looks like a police cap hat on. And on the breast pocket of his suit jacket is a brooch with a swan insignia attached. Who do we see surrounded by these 4 large nondescript bodyguards?
So Trayalane kind of sits about 5'6". She is, like you said, kind of smaller framed. She has she has black hair that's typically long, but it's kind of curled up in the back. She has a bit of like framing hair kind of going down. They kind of go down to her shoulders a little bit. Her skin is kind of like a light pale almost, with like a slight hint of blue. She kind of holds herself like straight up constantly. She doesn't really show a lot of emotion on her face or anything. The only time she really does is whenever she's like, say, annoyed or angry with somebody. There's like a little bit of a scowl, but she's about in her 20s. She's like, I think I specifically said she's 20 years old, so she's a little bit younger looking. And right now, I imagine. Oh yeah, no, I gotta explain the clothing. She has kind of like a black overcloak. There's like a little bit of a slim fit, kind of like charcoal grayish undersuit, and the black cloak kind of has like silver grays kind of aligned on it, kind of like a little trim. And then she has like a gothic, what is it called, like a neck fit,
yeah, almost like a collar.
Yeah,
not
like
collar,
a collar,
but like the
yes.
yeah.
Her horns kind of go back like this. I'm gonna go with the one you did, kind of like a white with like a little bit of a blue tip on it. Oh yeah, she also has the little swan brooch right here, kind of like near her heart. And it's like kind of a rough looking metal almost.
Like an iron, almost
yeah.
like a cast iron rather than.
Yes. And I think her first instinct right now is kind of like, she looks over to the more important looking man and she goes, "Hey, Locke, where's my family?" But kind of like looks at him expectantly. Oh.
He will kind of turn back around and halt for just a second, and everybody kind of halts behind him, and he'll, hands behind his back, as he turns around, you can see that there's an eye patch. He has one eye, and the eyebrow of the good eye kind of raises up in a disciplinary way almost, and just says, "You are not to ask questions, Trayalane. You know that. You go where you're directed, and that's it."
And she kind of leans, because the guard's right there, and she kind of like goes in for not like a whisper. She's like, "He invited me for a reason, Zaylog. I thought this was the one time that." Kind of backs up. She just looks at him in the eye. It's almost like, "You serious?" Like kind of looking at him like, "Are you serious right now?"
Do not question your parents.
I'm not
You will see
questioning
them
my
short
parents.
enough.
I'm questioning you.
He's going to purse his lips. He's going to take a big huff of a breath. Move along, men. Miss Uhyris, I suggest you follow along.
It's not like
And he's
I have
going
much
to
of a choice
resume.
anyways.
He's going to resume marching, and the man who's behind you at your flank, kind of as you say that, and you don't immediately step forward, you kind of get a little push forward from this man.
I am capable of walking myself, thank you.
I can tell you what you're not capable of, Miss Uhyris, and that is grinding my nerves. Let's go. And he will continue walking down the road until you get to kind of this. It looks like a guard outpost. You can see there's like town or city guards with fancy, very ornate yet practical metal armor, all elven, and they're standing guard with crossed spears at the gate that you can see behind them leads to a glowing insignia on the ground, and it's glowing with this kind of like a teal blue it's very bright, and it almost looks like it's pulsating. It almost looks like it's like little flashes of electricity that's running through the bricks and the cobblestone on the ground. And you can see there's a nobleman, or at least he looks like he's a nobleman, who hands a sum of money to one of the guards inside the gate. The guard counts it. He hands it to another man who puts it into like a lockbox and nods his head, and the nobleman goes and stands atop of this insignia, the teleportation circle. And there is a woman behind, even further back, who says the incantation, and the sigil glows. The man looks like he's being lifted, and all of a sudden disappears as the teleportation circle flares to life. The guards with the crossed spears at the gate don't move their spears, and Mustang looks at both of them and says, "We are the envoy for the Uhyris house. I'm here transporting the heir of House Uhyris to meet her parents. We were instructed to come here." And one of the guards kind of looks over at the other, and they exchange glances, and the spears lift, but the gate doesn't open, and instead the one waves his hand, and a magical piece of parchment kind of apparates in front of him as he's scrolling, almost like on a touch screen. He's scrolling on the parchment, and it's just going up and up and up and up. And then he stops. Uhyris. Trayalane Uhyris.
Yes, Trayalane Uhyris.
Crosses it out, waves his hand, and the list disappears again, and the gate opens before you.
Okay.
Mustang walks in first. He goes over to the individual collecting the payment, and he says, "This is payment for the 6 of us. Care to count?" He's just being a dick. He's just being such an asshole to these people. And the guard, the elven guard who collected the money, begins to count and goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second look, keeps looking up and down. "I see you, sir, have a weapon." He looks down at the saber on Mustang's belt, and he says, Mustang responds, "It is my job to make sure that no harm comes to that one." And he points back to Trayalane. "And to do that, yes, I am armed. Just as it is your job to protect this teleportation circle. Am I right? Therefore you are armed. Yes? You are all armed. Yes?" And he looks around and raises his voice to all of the guards that are present. "I will be keeping my blade. Yes?" And the guard does a double take and looks over at the guards at the gate, who are kind of poised in this like standoffish position. And Mustang looks back at the guard with the money. "I'll be keeping my blade." As he grumbles really low, really intensely. You can hear a pin drop. He'll be keeping his blade. He will carry on. The money is accounted for. Thank you for your business, good sir. Carry on. And you can see the guards quivering a little bit. He's a little shaken up. Mustang begins to direct the nondescript guards one at a time onto the teleportation circle until it's only you and him.
Yeah.
Now that everybody's gone, wait a moment.
You've been dialogue. Well, are the other guards in like earshot right now?
No, they're gone.
Okay.
They're teleported. They're
not
out.
like
It's
the
just you and
people
him.
that like before the teleport.
Oh
like,
yeah, the regular guards. The regular guards are there, yes, but they're not. They're
Okay.
not. They're probably the closest one's 10 feet.
She's gonna keep it quiet, but she's gonna like kind of go up. She's like, "You are acting different today."
It's. I have no desire to be here. It's as simple as that.
Thought I had a desire to be here myself, but apparently.
Maybe you had enough for the two of us. But before you go, I have two things for you. Okay, one was commissioned by me, and the other, surprisingly, your father.
My father?
He's going to reach into his jacket pocket, and he's going to pull out another brooch, a new brooch. And this brooch is much more well crafted and finely made than the one that you currently have attached to your jacket. You can see that it's made out of some type of darker metal, and it's very fancy. It's a fancy swan, the symbol of your house. But it almost looks in certain lights, it almost looks black. And there's a little where its eye would be. It's a little tiny sapphire for an eye. And he takes the old one off of your jacket and tosses it behind him, pins the new one on you, and he says, "This one's for me. You are, after all, the black swan of the family."
Can I very quickly above the table interject here? Did he just toss a rather possibly very, very valuable high gold item behind his back
No.
like it was a piece?
It's not valuable in the slightest.
It's like cast iron. Like
Yeah, it's like cheap. Like if you have like a pin that you bought from a store for like $1, like it's like that. It's like
it's like Dollar. It's like Dollar Tree silverware.
Yeah.
I was like,
essentially.
did this man just throw like a royal insignia worth hundreds of thousands of gold? I'm like, Jesus, fuck.
No. So he says, "You are, after all, the black swan of the Uhyris house.
Well,
This is from your father," and he's going to reach behind him, and he pulls out a wrapped object out of his kind of like his belt, his back belt loop that was covered by his jacket. So he pins the thing on you and calls you the black swan of House Uhyris, and then he hands you a wrapped package, parcel almost. You can see that's wrapped in cloth. It's about a foot long, and it's wrapped together and held tight with twine. And he says, "Take this with you. Don't open it here, because I'm the one with the weapon."
I see.
He looks over at the guard that he scared the crap out of earlier, and he says to him, "It's your responsibility to make sure that she gets on the sigil and leaves. Got it?" And he just quivers and is like, yes sir, yep, she will go right after you. You can bet your bottom dollar, sir. Yes sir. And so Mustang goes and gets on the sigil and stands there, hands behind his back in his militaristic stance, and he goes up the portal.
I'm just kind of like, I feel like after he's gone, me and the guard are just kind of like looking at each other. Like she's not saying anything, she's just looking over. Yeah, just like
his face is literally, your turn, Miss Uhyris.
She stays like there for like a few more seconds, like a little bit longer than she needs to, and then she steps on.
Just making it incredibly uncomfortable.
This guard was very uncomfortable, like very, very nervous and anxious. And then you feel a tingling like along your skin. This is the first time you've ever been on a teleportation circle. The first time you've ever been to the upper city of one of the major floating cities. Your skin begins to tingle like you're being touched with static, and you can feel it in your fingertips. You can feel it go all the way up to the tips of your horns. make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. So for rolls in general, it should have popped on the right here, but just say it out loud because sometimes it doesn't. Constitution saving throw. I got an 8.
So with an 8 on a Constitution saving throw, you feel the tingling, and at first it almost feels a little pleasant. Like it's almost like ooh, kind of gives you the chills a little bit. And then as you begin to go up, you can feel yourself begin to lose weight as you begin to disappear and reappear. And your molecules, something doesn't feel right. Something in your stomach is not put together correctly. And you land at the upper teleportation circle and you immediately retch. And luckily, Mustang was there waiting with a trash can. And the second that you appeared, he held the trash can up to your face because he knew
He's on top of the game.
this was going to happen.
I never want to do that again.
I'll see if I can't make that happen. And he's going to give a half smirk. Not a full-blown smile, but a little half smirk, a little Rel smirk, as the rest of your entourage begins to walk down the beautifully put together cobblestone streets of the upper city of Elderthorn. And with that, we're back down to Vaenya in the lower city, and it's about an hour later. You have actually, let's see if you're successful tinkering with the wristlet. Make a Tinker Tools check, which I believe it's just an intelligence check plus your proficiency because you're an artificer.
Well, she's doing a bad job today.
It's just real finicky. And honestly, you don't think it's your fault. You think that it's not working because of whatever Hazzard did or whatever Silton did. It's not what you're doing. He definitely messed this up. And you are very confident in that fact.
Well, yeah, because he didn't have the spirit. Like he wasn't being kind to the machinery in the first place. He was just treating it however he wanted to treat it. And then he was like, okay, it's already mad, now you fix it. I'm like, okay, it's already mad. What am I supposed to do? It's already mad at me.
A little mechanical from your feet and integrants. The door to your little apartment / workspace of the two of you swings open hard, and in the doorway you can see this short, stubby little man who looks an awful lot like Frank Reynolds begins just hobbling in, carrying an armload of, well, it essentially just looks like an armload of fabric. It's like it's over his head, like he can't see where he's going. It's just the fabric everywhere of all different colors and shades, and there some are vibrant and some are dark and some are glittery and some are like more matte colors, and it's just all kinds of different fabric. And he goes, "Hey, I can't see to close the door. Can you get over here and close the door behind me? I can't get it."
All right, I'll come and close the door, but we don't really need to close the door. I mean, are you bringing us materials?
Yeah, you need to close the door. It's
All right, I'll close the door. I close the door. I close the door.
and he just drops all of the fabric. And when it drops, you can hear it's more than just fabric. You can hear metal clinking and clanging and parts clattering to the floor.
Different. Are you hiding something? Is this a surprise for us? Is this a secret? Love.
It's a surprise. Well, it's not really a surprise now because you can see it, but it was listen, I ain't good at this whole surprise thing, but so
I love secrets. You can just tell me it's a secret. Even if you tell me it's a secret, I will still love that it's a secret.
He'll bend over and start rummaging through the pile, and he's gonna grab the fabric. And as he grabs the fabric, it actually, you can see it's all connected. It's one big piece of fabric, and he grabs the top of it, the shoulder area, and he pulls it up, as high as he can go, and it's still dragging on the ground because of how short and stubby he is. But as he holds this up, you can see that it's a dress. And the dress looks like it's fit, like it would fit you perfectly, like it was taken with your measurements in question. And he begins to kind of like twirl it around a little bit. And as you can see it, as the light hits it in different directions and from different angles, the fabric changes and it begins to change colors and it begins to change textures and it begins to change in all different manners and magical means. And he hands it over to you and he says, this is for you. I had to guess your sizes, and well, you know, I
You
tried.
guessed my sizes, and you did phenomenal. You didn't guess anything. This is particularly perfect. How could you guess anything? It's exactly right.
Well, that's good. That makes me feel a little bit better. That makes me feel good. That makes me feel very good. Thank you.
You should feel good. You brought me a treasure. You brought me a treasure to my home.
Well, yeah. I mean, you need something. You'll need something nice for the ball tonight. You know, you're my
Ball? Wait, what ball? Who are you?
You're. I didn't tell you about the ball. I swear I told you about the ball. I mean, this is a
Didn't
pretty.
know about the ball.
Oh.
This is the best day of my life. What do you mean there is a ball?
Whoa.
You invited me to a ball. I get to go
Simmer.
and I
Simmer.
go to a ball and I get to dress up and I get to wear
Simmer.
beautiful clothing. Wait, what do I have to do?
Woosa, Venny. Woosa. Woosa, Venny. Woosa.
What is Wusa? What is Woo?
I don't fucking something I heard some yahoos on the road saying earlier. I don't know. I heard them saying it and whatever. Just
Alright, I'm listening, I guess. I'm listening.
go put the dress on, come
Fine.
out, and then I'll explain everything to you. So he goes kind of, as he's waiting for you to take the dress and go put it on in a different area, he goes to himself a different corner of the shop. Make a perception check as you are in your bedroom changing.
14.
14. Mechanically, by the way, this dress is, I believe it's, what's the
Hammer?
uncommon shift weave? Is it shift weave? I think it's shift weave.
What's the question you're asking here?
What's, well, I mean, you probably have the answer. The clothes, that's like an uncommon magical item that changes.
Oh yeah,
You can
shift
have, like,
weave. Yeah, you got
It's
it.
shift weave. So mechanically, this is a shift weave dress, which you can add to your inventory. And so with a 14, you can hear he's out clanking things around and he throws something to the floor and you can hear it clatter to the ground and he just goes, shit. Venny, where's my screwdriver, Venny?
But I don't know, wherever you put it, my screwdriver is attached to my body. Later use mine, I can help you. I will help you.
No. Just put on the dress. I'll figure it out myself. Don't worry about it. A few minutes go by and you have the dress on now. You come out and it fits like a glove. It's a perfect fit. And well, I'll let you describe what you choose the dress to look like.
The dress is like Cinderella. Okay. Like the dress is fake, wrong, incorrect diamonds. And it's a mix between black and silver and like just clear crystal. But it has created such a pattern that almost seems like it's not a pattern, like it's like transient, if that makes sense. And in her brain, she is a princess. In her brain, if Disney existed, she is Cinderella.
Very good. He's going to turn around, and as he turns around, because he hears you come out, he turns around. You can see that he's holding another prosthetic arm, and he turns around and he sees you, and he goes, "Whoa!" and he drops the prosthetic arm, and he says, "Holy smokes!"
No, it's so good. It's not so good.
Yep,
You did this to me. You did this to me. I'll give you all the credit. You can have all the credit, but like
he kind of starts like mushing his foot into the ground and just he wipes a little tear from his eye. He's you're gorgeous, Fanny. You're so gorgeous. You just brought a tear to my eye. And it
The
streams
first
down.
one.
Yeah, way to ruin the moment. Anyways, come here. And he picks up the prosthetic arm that he was holding. I got something else for you too. Well, I didn't get it. I've been working on it. I've been making it. Take a look. And as he holds it up, you can see it's again measured perfectly for you to match the length of your other arm. And it's completely metallic. You can see that it's golden and silver, and it's ornate. There's little filigree carved all the way up it, engraved all the way up it. You can see that there's Christech sockets strategically placed in the correct places, and not just wherever they would work, like the one you're currently modeling. You can see there's one on the wrist, there's one on the elbow joint, and there's one on the shoulder joint where it attaches to your torso. And the sockets themselves are a little bit larger than the one that you're currently sporting. And the arm itself, it's a marvel. It is a beautiful piece of art. And the tips of the fingers they end with almost like a pointed nail that you can see. The nails are smooth, and the fingers themselves are just absolutely gorgeous and carved, and with little images of like vines and fire and various other little like elemental pieces. And he says, I can't have my most gorgeous girl going up there with that piece of junk on her.
You made this for me? This whole time that you've been working on the things over and over again, and the explosions and the issues, and you've made this.
Gotta crack
for me?
crack a few eggs to make an omelet. What can I say? Yeah. I made this for you. Don't make a thing of it. It's just
Well,
You know?
it's kind of a thing. You know what they like? It's kind of a thing. You can pretend it's not a thing, but it's kind of a thing. Can I have it? Can I wear it right now?
Yeah. Well, duh. Yeah, we're getting ready for the ball. The ball.
What
I
ball?
swear
What is
I
the
told you
ball?
about it.
What is the ball? No, you didn't tell me about any ball. You gave me this beautiful dress. I am a princess. I'm the picture of wealth and beauty, and you tell me
It's-
nothing. Where am I going?
It's the princess's engagement ball in the upper city.
Screams. Screams.
He drops the arm again and closes his ears. Yeah. Okay, I get it. You're excited. I get it. Okay.
Detached. She puts on the arm. And what's the connection here? Like, does this immediately work? This is good. This is tight.
The way that it's working, you have a little bit of movement on it. Like, you can slowly bend your joints. You can slowly raise it and lift it and rotate your wrist and your fingers like this. And he says, "Well, give me a minute, because I gotta go get the crystals I gotta put the Christechs in there. You can't do all your fancy gizmos."
Okay, fine. But if you're going to do the crystals, if you're going to do it and you're going to put them in there, like, you need to put a little bit of love and attention in them, because Dewey's the one that puts in the love.
Yada
and the
yada
attention.
yada yada
No,
yada.
I'm telling
I
you,
get it. I know.
This is my honor.
I
Put
know.
the love. If you want me to be hot and cool and powerful, you need to put in the love and the attention.
Well, first off, you're my daughter. I don't want you to be hot, but I'll get the crystals. I'll get the Christechs. Okay, I got it.
You failed.
So he goes over back to his workbench, and you can see he pulls out a key ring with 100 keys on it, and he starts fumbling the key ring. He says, "Jesus Christ, I need to gotta get rid of some of these keys. Got too many damn keys. I got one fucking drawer. Too many keys for one drawer. What am I doing?" And he finally finds.
You made them all the same key.
He finally finds the right key and opens the drawer, and you can see inside this drawer is 3 larger Christech crystals. And the 3 larger ones you can obviously see are large to fit into the sockets of your arm. And these ones are slightly different in color. They're a little bit different. They're where the ones that are in your old arm are like a darker, not quite like a dark blue, but like a cerulean blue almost. The new ones are much lighter in color. They're very similar to that teal color of the teleportation sigil.
Like it's more like it's more pure, more clear.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. And he takes them and he goes to pick one up, and he's like, he picks it up with his bare hands. And he goes, hot. The hot. I gotta get my gloves. Hold on. He goes and he gets one of his leather gloves, and he says, "Okay, give me the arm. Hold still." And then he goes in and he pauses. He looks up at you and he says, "Hold on, I gotta. How would you word this? I gotta channel the love into it."
Yes, that's exactly correct. It doesn't even have to be love. Actually, I just want it to be. You need to give the magic to the crystals in like a positive way. Like you can tell them like you love, or you can tell them that like you have hope, or you can tell them like you really want to make a lot of money.
He's just gonna cut you off, and he's just gonna go and shove it in real quick. And it works. It goes in. It goes in perfectly. Like it clicks into place. He says, "All right, there's one. Click. The second one. Click. The third one." And with the third click, this whirring sound kind of begins humming from your arm before it settles back down. It's like the arm is heating up. It's warming up. And now you have full range of motion. You can do everything. You can twist your wrist around 360 degrees. You can whirlwind your arm if you wanted to. Like you can all this fancy stuff. Try out your gizmos, your gadgets. And essentially what he did is he gave you a go-go gadget arm. Each finger is a different size screwdriver or socket wrench or effectively a tinker tool set. And it feels good. It feels real good. And he says, I just got one more thing, the finishing touch. Did you finish that wristlet that I gave you? Did you get it to work?
Well, not exactly, but it wasn't listening to me. Like you did a bad job. You made it very upset at me. You kind of broke it, and so I had to do like a little bit of extra work, and it still doesn't really like me now.
Give me a sec. And he goes over. He starts tinkering with it again.
Together? We could try again together.
He tinkers with it some more. I'll figure it out. I think I got it. I think I know. And he
I'm just a girl.
Tinkers. He tinkers some more. He clicks the crystal into place, and it whirs just like your arm did.
Nice.
He says, "Okay, all right," and he slaps it on your wrist. But rather than on the top of your wrist, like a typical bracelet would be, the center is on the bottom. And he says, "All right, I'm gonna go get cleaned up. You go get cleaned up. Do your hair, do your makeup, do whatever you gotta do. It's almost time. It's almost time, girl. We got like 10 minutes." And he's gonna go and he's gonna start freshening himself up.
She goes. She freshens up in the way that like a 16-year-old girl was told 20 minutes before she had to be at prom. Okay, like that is the level of which she is like fixing her entire face and life and hair.
10 minutes go by, you're freshened up. He comes out, you can see he looks like a completely different dwarf. His hair is done. It ends with little curls, whereas it was like greasy and straight beforehand. It ends with little curls at the back now. He had a really unkempt like beard down to his chest beforehand. It's braided. It looks clean. It has little golden like jewels in it and jewelry. Yeah, he looks really fancy and high end. And he takes off the top hat that he was wearing earlier, the one with the goggles on it. It was dirty, it's old, and it's worn, very heavily worn. He tosses it perfectly, it lands on the coat rack, and he says, "I got myself a new hat too." And he grabs a new hat, and it is a gorgeous hat. This is one of the best that hatter could make. And he's wearing a coat It's his signature coattails. It's like an emerald green with gold filigree on it. He looks like a dashing dwarven man. And he says, all right, Venny, you and me, you're going to help me sell this stuff tonight. You know, the Christex, I finally got it fixed. I finally got it refined. I'm selling them. That's why we're going. If anybody asks, well, you're not my daughter. You're my employee. Well, just play along, will you? Can you do that for me?
Well, of course. But why would anybody ask? I mean, you're so well known and you're so accomplished. We're going to go and we're going to show up and they're going to see like the new Hazard product that is coming to light and they're going to love us. What are you worried about?
Yep, that's me. That's
Yep,
me. I'm well known.
it.
Hazard
Of course it is.
Industries. Make an insight check.
They 19 on the die with +0.
Damn. He's nervous. You can see that he's very nervous.
Dice Christ likes Vaenya. Let it happen.
Yeah, he's nervous as hell. He says, "Okay, all right, let's go sell some product. Let's go move some merch." And he grabs your new arm and he says, "I got this." Click, and he presses a button on the wristlet, and like Spider-Man shooting a spider web, a stream of magical filament almost shoots out from the wristlet onto the floor, and it begins like winding itself around into a circle, almost like it's alive, and it begins to glow in that same glow that the Christech on your arm is glowing, that blue. And he says, all right, doll, step on. I'll send you. Just wait for me once you get there.
I step on like dramatically. Like I'm the piece.
Kind of curtsying while you're doing it. He says some words, some fancy words, and you begin to feel your weight begin to shift and your molecules begin to disorient and remove themselves from each other, and you disappear. I need to make a Constitution saving throw, though.
She pukes.
Just no question.
It was a 2 + 0.
Nice.
I'm sorry. Shout out to the 2 crew.
You arrive at a nondescript kind of alleyway beside a building, and you immediately hunch over, hand on the wall, and puke your entire guts out. And then he comes right behind you and he goes, "Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, remind me not to do that again anytime."
Well, it wasn't the diet I was looking for, but it is the diet that found me.
Atta girl.
I'm sorry, what?
He kind of grabs your arm, he rubs your back for a minute, he grabs your arm and he says, "My lady, let us go." And he begins to lead you into the direction in which you can see a bunch more people funneling into this kind of large amphitheater-style building.
Congregation, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Back down to the lower city. Marx, you have been sprinting with Max underneath your arm for the better part of 20 minutes now, just to try to keep up with Chartreuse and Kit.
I feel like it's a normal thing for him at this point.
It is very normal. It happens quite regularly, actually. To the point in which you know that Chartreuse is actually treating it like it's a game, kind of. And Chartreuse, you've been around Chartreuse long enough to kind of know that her personality is very, like, stern. Like, she's almost like the parent of the smaller drakes. Like, she's the caretaker, But you know that she also can be a little mischievous sometimes, especially when her and Kit are in their shared headspace. And so as you're chasing after and running, every now and then you'll just get like a whiff of what could only be described as dragon farts. And every now and then she'll turn around and you can just see the big toothy grin.
It's just me. She does this too.
It's literally just you. And like I said, about 20 minutes go by, and eventually you find yourself rounding a corner to head over to it looks like a port, but without the docks, or without traditional docks, like as in docks in the water. You can see that there's platforms, large, probably 20-foot high platforms, made out of wood and stone that go up. The staircases rise up, and this is where the actual the docking station is for the airships that transport folks to and from the lower city to the upper city. This is the second way to get to the upper city, and vice versa, is the airships. And the airships themselves can fit about 10 people. They're all the same size. Some are a little bit fancier than others. Some of them are a little more put together, but the largest is about a 10-seater. And this is the kind of the ferry to get you from point A to point B. And this was arranged by Kit to get you there. The rest of your family went via teleportation circle earlier in the day. And Kit is just kind of leaning up against Chartreuse, waiting for you, arms crossed. And then when you finally come around, he says, I think you're getting a little slow, don't you think?
Oh, you're funny. Just wait till he's big enough for me to ride.
No one's going to be Chartreuse, man.
Come on.
Sorry,
We all
Maxie.
know. Max has got the potential. Look at this LNJ. Look at him. And I pick him up, and I'm like this, and he's just doing the line. I was like, yeah, it's too much. All right. Don't listen to him. Kid doesn't know what he's talking about. You're going to be big and strong.
You ready? You need to compose yourself first.
As I said previously, absolutely not. Let's go.
He's going to reach into his coat pocket, his jacket pocket, and he's going to pull out a flask and offer it to you.
I'm going to drink it while I also activate my shift weave to change, and you see my clothes, which were black and silver as typical look, have now become this the family colors, the bronze, the red, the royal red, the gold, and he steps onto the thing as he just takes a big old swig and hands it back to Kit.
I'm right there with you, buddy. He's going to also take a big swig, while also simultaneously activating his shift weave. And not a lot changes on his outfit. He just gets a little more fancy, a little more filigree gets put in, a little more kind of frilly, on the sleeves and puffs out and things like that. And Chartreuse is going to take Max. The only drakes and wyverns permitted at the ball tonight are the ones that are there with the guards, and they are not even permitted at the ball. They are permitted on the outskirts of the city. So Chartreuse and Max.
If that's the case, I think what he does is he kneels down, he pets Max, and he goes, "Don't worry, if I need you, I'll call you."
Same girl, as Kit looks over at Chartreuse. And the two of them, the two drakes, just kind of sit there and watch you walk up the stairs. Max definitely looks sad. Chartreuse looks a little annoyed. And the two of you walk up the stairs. And there is a little a 3-person skiff waiting for you that you can see there's a sign right above, like a post almost, and it just says Wickendense on it. And Kit points you in that direction, and he says, "Okay, after you. I am not crazy about these contraptions,
Hey,
but
I
would.
prefer over the circles, man.
Me too. I throw up every time. And you know what? I've drank enough tonight where I think I'll probably be thrown up on my own just fine. I don't need any teleportation circle prompting it on for me."
Okay,
As a
but
hic-
no singing.
No singing.
No singing.
Well, how else am I
Look,
supposed to annoy you?
I know how you get when you're drunk, but I really do not need an execution today.
No promises. And he hops on.
I follow him. I'm like, yeah, but if you're dead, then I gotta deal with that on my own.
Oh, he's not gonna kill me. No one's gonna kill me. You kidding me? I'm the best damn trainer they have. No one's gonna kill me. No offense.
Oh, but you're singing? I would.
Hey, I have Okay, all right. I'm not that great, but you know what? The point is I have fun. I have fun, and you know what? You gotta have fun in life, little buddy. You gotta have fun in life. And he's gonna clap you on the back again.
Question: Is he actually taller than me?
I don't know how tall you are. He's like 6'2".
He's 6'4", so it's funny. He's like, little buddy.
Nice.
I'm not that little anymore. Why do you keep calling me that?
You're always gonna be little buddy. Little buddy.
I have the wingspan of almost a dragon at this point.
You know what else that means? It means you give good hugs, man. It means you give good hugs. He's starting to slur a little bit. That last swig from the flask a few minutes ago, it seems to be kicking in a little bit.
You know what? You are 100% correct.
I know. That's why I said it. Because I'm right all the time.
Okay, let's go see what trouble you're gonna get us into.
Captain, hi ho Silva, as he directs the captain to go up.
I like that. I've never heard that before. Where'd you get that?
You know what? Had it in a dream, I think. Yeah, really, it was weird. It was a really weird.
Hi ho silver.
Yeah. People were riding horses on the Wickendense estate instead of drakes. It was weird. Anyways,
That hell's a horse.
you know what a fucking.
I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Don't do that to me. I thought you didn't know what a horse was. I was like, everybody knows what horses are. You're drunk. Go home. No, don't go home. Don't go home because you need to come with me.
I'm going. You just said go home. All right.
Too late. You're already driving. Flying, rather. The flight upwards takes 15, 20, 25 minutes. It's not particularly fast.
The whole
And
time. The whole time.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the driver.
I mean, yeah. You can see that Kit is constantly trying to kind of rope the pilot into conversation with you, to get him to come to his side and agree versus you and things like that. And the pilot is just a young man, a young elven man, and he's very much playing the role of limo driver. Like I'm seen but not heard.
Yeah.
Not
letting him.
He's not responding. He's just kind of like, what's the Royal Guards in England type of personality.
Yeah.
I don't
And,
know what it's. Oh, sorry.
But you know what I'm talking about what?
The Nutcrackers, right?
Yeah, yeah, the Nutcrackers.
No, they're sorry to jump in, but they're literally just the King's Guards. Like the King's Guards are the Nutcrackers that cannot behave any other type of way.
It's kind of a boring name. I thought they were gonna have a cool name, but that's okay. Not everybody.
We would love for the people who cannot behave cool to have a cool name, but unfortunately, the people who cannot behave cool are just also named uncoolly.
Well, that tracks, I guess. But anyways, so about 20 minutes or so go by, and as you're going up, you can see there's dozens of other sky ships going up at the same time, of all different sizes. You can see some are the same size as yours. Some are filled with the 10 seaters and dozens just going up, and everybody that's going up is all dressed for the same occasion. Everybody's coming up to the same occasion, the Princess Nanari's engagement ball. And as everybody's going up, you can hear excited talking going on. Everybody's very excited to come up here, and it's kind of the conversations that you can overhear with your crazy hearing, because you have wild hearing, are everywhere from, I wonder what the prince looks like. I hear he's quite handsome. I hear he's a warrior. I hear he's fearsome on the battlefield, and I hear he's human, and all kinds of stuff like that. Just rumor mills.
He while he's listening, he's like, "Kid, I think they're talking about me, but I have no plans to get married."
Yeah, you wish, my friend. You wish. Nanari, well, the princess is quite beautiful. I mean, everybody knows. And you've met the princess on numerous occasions, considering the closeness of your family with the crown. And yeah, I mean, she's pretty pretty as far as normal beauty concerns are kind of concerned.
Yep. She's hot. She's hot. She's really hot. Whatever. I don't care.
And yeah, so you arrive up at the skyport. The pilot docks the skiff, and you guys get out, and the pilot doesn't say anything, but he hands out he just holds his hand out, kind of like butlers do when they're expecting a tip. And he's not even looking at you when he does this. He's looking directly at Kit, and he's looking a little bit annoyed at Kit, and Kit just begins walking off down the dock.
Do you
Sir?
guys have history?
He looks over at you. I think I deserve a tip after that horrific ride, sir.
You mean the one where you didn't pitch into anything that we were talking about? I walk off.
Nobility. You hear him say as he turns his back and gets back on the ship.
Maybe next time chime in when we ask you questions, jackass.
He just gives you a side eye and goes back down. Kit is walking. He's like walking like this, like big long strides. You can hear his heels clacking on the cobblestone once you get to the road. All right, I know we've been asking each other all night if we're ready, and our answers never change. No, we're not ready.
Nope, not at all.
All right,
Swig.
here we go. He's gonna go out for the handshake. You guys have a
Oh,
secret
yeah.
handshake.
Yeah, I do the whole shabab. It's just, we hit hands, hit back of hands, hit forward of hands, then we do the classic top up down knuckles, then we do the woogie 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 with fingers.
I was really hoping you were gonna say the woogie woogie woogie.
Butt each other, and then we turn around and slam our backs into each other, and then we turn around and bump our chest together, and then we double high five while kicking both of our legs back in the air and land.
It's perfect every time. Every time. Gets me hyped every time.
Let's go!
Let's go! He just starts walking, marching.
We are each other's great man.
Make a perception check.
Oh yeah, we're using this. 15.
15. That is good enough to see.
No, that's an 18. Sorry, it delayed.
Well, 15 and an 18. He rolled twice. Either way, even with the 15 though, you could still. It's fine. Standing atop the stairs leading into the ballroom, you get a glimpse of your father, standing with another member of the Wickendense estate. You can't remember what his name is, but you know he's another one of the higher up trainers. Kind of a slimy dude. Like, you've never really liked him. He trains he's more in charge of like the sleeker and smaller, like stealthy drakes and wyverns. He kind of looks like a snake too, you know. And Kit sees the two of them also, and Kit says, "All right, let's go." And he looks up and he sees her. He said, "Oh no, I'm not yet." He turns right back around and goes right kind of behind a corner real quick. He dips behind a corner into a little alley.
I do everything myself. I just walk right up to him. Dad?
Wait, Marx. Ah. Oh, nice. Hey, I'm here too. Mr. Wickendense. Hi. And Octavian, your father, looks pleasant. He looks pleasant. He smiles, his devious little smile that you have come to know so well, and he says, "Ah, my boy, and my second best trainer. Welcome to the event."
Who's the first? It's not that guy.
Did you actually say that?
Yeah.
That guy, whose name is Sneed, looks over at you and just gives you a look that is dripping with malicious intent.
Brother, that doesn't help your cause.
And he says, "It is, in fact, me, young master.
Oh, Dad, you've
And
got to
and Kit will agree, and Kit will kind of elbow you in the ribs and just be like, that's yeah, he's yeah, shut up. So, Mr. Wickendense and Sneed, have you been inside yet? Is it nice? He's so awkward. He doesn't quite know how to interact with these guys. And Octavian will chuckle. This pleasant chuckle, like, ho, my good friend. Yes, it's quite gorgeous in there. It's quite a sight to behold. Head on in and find our table. We have an entire table, several tables that are kind of reserved for us. Just head on in and find your seat. We'll be in shortly. I'm sure the event will begin promptly. And he'll flash a toothy, too white, gleaming smile at the two of you.
Dad, has anyone ever told you your smile's very unnerving?
All the time, son. All the time.
I walk in.
The camera pans to the teleportation circle down the road. Trayalane, you and... Tell me his first name again, I'm sorry.
It's Mustang Zalog.
Zalog is the surname, Mustang is the first name. Okay, so I was right. Okay. So you are again surrounded by your four bodyguards. These four nondescript bodyguards. You know what they kind of look like? Did you ever watch the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh? Like the original Yu-Gi-Oh show?
No, but I can probably look it up right now.
That's the only season I watched, and yes.
If you give me the name.
It's kind of like I don't know what their names are, but I think they work for Kaiba Corp.
I don't think anybody knows who actually took care of Kaiba. They just know Kaiba.
Are they like, would you call them goons or something?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but like Yu-Gi-Oh! First season tried to like give names and personalities to the goons, and they did a bad job.
Hear me out. The Kaiba Men.
Were you referring to Cybermen or Cybermen?
Yes, I was.
Kaiba Men? Okay, yeah, I got it. I figured that's what it was.
What is the name of every single guy?
No. I'm so disappointed.
Larry, Curly, Mo, and Bob. That's what their names are. Anywho, so yeah, that's yeah. So the four of them are surrounding you, and they're keeping a little bit of a distance, a little bit more of a distance than they were down at the lower city. And Mustang is still in front, still marching, still keeping his militaristic kind of persona that has shifted back to that overly serious kind of dickish personality that he was portraying around other people. You still have that package, or that parcel. Mm-hmm. Did you want to open it while you're walking, or did you want to...
I think she's a little bit more like careful than that, because like Zalog kind of made it clear that it was... but I think he kind of like... she kind of feels over it and just kind of like... You know, like in a rough...
It's in a box.
Oh, it's in a box.
Okay. It's an actual parcel.
Wrapped up. Sorry.
It's like a parcel that's like wrapped up in cloth.
Okay.
Essentially.
Yeah. I mean, like unless Zalog like kind of goes, but I think she kind of like looks at it, kind of like tucked away a little bit. He
gave it to you specifically at the time that he gave it to you, to kind of, if you wanted to open it, now would be the time. Because you're fairly well hidden.
Yeah.
Amongst your people, and he kind of was getting at that.
Yeah.
But it's up to you. Either way, you are walking down the perfect brick road of this main thoroughway here towards you, and essentially you guys are just following the crowd, and eventually you're going to get to a point in which the kind of lines are going to converge, of the crowds are going to converge, and it's at this point when more and more people begin kind of encircling you. Your guard gets a little bit closer, a little bit tighter, and he actually comes to the back and begins following from behind. So he's looking at everything in front of you, but he's on your flank now.
I think Trayalane, this is probably not normal for her. She kind of like looks back and doesn't say anything, but just kind of like gives Zalog a glance and just goes, as they kind of like surround her.
Eyes forward. Miss Uhyris, pay attention to where you're walking. There's a lot of people here.
I understand.
The group of you continue walking and you get to the stairs, and at the top of the stairs is a man who is, well, not a man. Make a nature check for me.
Nature. 12. So, it's alright.
Sounds okay. They're the size of probably like a dwarf, maybe between a dwarf and a halfling. They're fully clothed with the doublet. You can see they're wearing like floofy pants that are very formal, that lead down to little haunched feet, and they have the face of a rat, whiskers and all, big black eyes that look like they could see everything but nothing at the same time. A little rat tail flicking behind, and at the tip of their snout is a little mustache that curls. He's quite cute, and he says in this very strange, like, it's a masculine sounding voice, but it's like at the same time it's like a squeak, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like a squeaky masculine.
Squeak, squeak.
Kind of, yeah. But he just goes, invitations, as he squeaks.
I assume
he's looking.
Sorry.
Yeah. He'll come around and he'll hand the missive, and he will explain, I'm here with the Uhyris heir, Trayalane, and he's announcing every word. He's enunciating everything. He's talking very slowly. Trayalane of House Uhyris. I am Mustang Zalog. And as he is continuing and he's naming off all these unnamed individuals, the rat man will cut him off and be like, I am perfectly capable of listening. Just normal. Talk normal. And it's going to catch Mustang off guard. Just a little bit. And he's just going to, apologies, sir. He doesn't know what to say. You've never seen Mustang caught off guard before. But then again, you've never seen a 4-foot tall talking rat.
Yeah.
Either.
This entire thing is new to me. I haven't been in the upper city. Like, I'm completely like, I had expectations of today, but it's been going south pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. The rat man just says, I have you on the list. Head on in, down the stairs, find your table, sit. He's looking right at you.
Oh.
When he says all of this. He's talking to Mustang, but he's looking at you.
I think Trayalane kind of looks over to Mustang to like, am I allowed to speak right now? Do I have your permission? I don't know if he looks back at all or not, but
he doesn't look at you now.
Well, I mean, I am capable of following simple instructions, so yes, we will go down the stairs and we will go sit. Right, Mustang?
The rat nods, and Mustang says, in we go, I guess.
And while we're at it, do you want to hold my hand down the stairs, Mustang?
Walk. And he just marches. He marches in. As you guys kind of go in, he directs one of the guards to stay at the top of one of the staircases, another of the guards to go to the top of the other staircase. And if you're looking at the map, at the top of the map, he directs one of the guards to stand on either side of the doorway here this is a door to a balcony.
You said kind of north?
Yes, at the top of the map.
Okay.
Now, I believe that I have all of your tokens on here.
Yes, I think I know where I am. Yeah.
Yes, you're in the bottom right-hand corner.
Uh-oh. I didn't see that one.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
Trayalane, as you and Mustang are now alone, you begin walking down the stairs, and once you reach the bottom of the stairs, he kind of leans in a little bit closer to you and says, when you get to the table, open the parcel, but do it carefully and keep it out of eyesight, especially from your brother. And when he says that, he looks over at the table, and this is when you look over at the table too, and you can see your younger brother, Verwind. already sitting and waiting, sitting by himself.
Is it just him, or it was where my parents?
He looks over towards the balcony door where he stationed 2 of the guards. And as you look out past them, you can see the door itself is kind of, it's glass with like copper and bronze pieces, framed pieces and things like that. And standing out on the balcony, you can see are both of your parents, which I don't have tokens for all of these people, but they're out there. Both of your parents are out here, and they are speaking with Octavian Wickendense. And then Nightly, that's not where you guys have to be. That's just where I stuck Marx and Kit. Your table would be the center table in the bottom right-hand section, if you wanted to go to your table instead. So what's Trayalane do?
I mean, like, I think seeing her brother there, that definitely catches her off guard, because, like, she was under the assumption that if it was just Mustang and her again, you know what I mean? So I think, is Mustang kind of, like, going with her, or is it...
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, Mustang's
So-
going right with you.
So yeah, Trayalane kind of, like, goes over the table. There's not really, like, a lot of, like... If you looked hard enough, you could definitely see that she's kind of not in between nervousness and anxious, but she kind of goes over to the table, pulls the chair out, kind of like goes, puts herself down into it and pushes it forward and kind of like
Before you actually do that, you don't do that yourself. Fairwind is looking around anxiously as well. And as you get a little bit closer to the table, he actually sees you. He jumps up from the table and he goes over to your seat and pulls your seat out for you.
She kind of like looks over, just surprised, and she's like, "Thank you." She goes to sit down.
He doesn't say anything. He just runs back around and gives a curt little nod to Mustang and sits down, and you can see he just sits there and his hands are across the table and he's just tapping his foot and like nervously playing with his fingers and doing everything but making eye contact with you.
Yeah, I think Trayalane is making, like, trying to look at him, but it's that, like, thing where you have somebody that you want to talk to, but you have no idea, like, it's like your mouth opens, kind of closed, you know, like that whole thing where it's like this exchange of just 2 people, just, we have no idea what to say. Or, well, I don't know if he wants to even be here, but, like, Trayalane wants to say something, but she doesn't
Make
know.
an insight check.
Insight. It's in 9.
I would say you're both just too flustered.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
we're both kind of like looking at. I guess she looks over to Zaylog and then she kind of looks over. I kind of past her brother towards her parents, almost kind of like looking to see if they even like. I don't know if they could see me even from this area or not.
From what you're gathering, it doesn't look like they've even noticed that you were here. He finally like accidentally makes eye contact with you, and you guys lock eyes for a minute, and he very, very like flustered just says, "So, how have you
Oh, how
how are things? How are things? Yeah.
It's been great. I love it down on Goldcrest. The walls really don't change much, you know. And occasionally, I get to see the outside every now and then.
Nice. Yeah. Outside's nice." He just looks back down at his fingers. I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be back.
Is he gonna be back?
He's gonna hurriedly scoot back from his chair, and he's going to start walking away. And he actually bumps into the back of your chair, Marx, as he gets up and walks away.
What was the point of that, Zaylog?
Apparently, your parents have more of a sense of humor than I gave them credit for.
And I think now
As he starts, I was gonna say he gives another smirk.
I think now is the time Trayalane kind of like underneath her coat a little bit, making sure no one's really like around, kind of like opens the box as subtly as she can, kind of like feels inside.
Inside the box, you feel, without looking, the tip of a dagger, the slender build of the neck of a dagger that leads down to the hilt. And when you look under the table to look at it, you can see the blade is slightly curved, and the hilt and handle are in the shape of a swan with its wings outstretched as in flight. and the handle of the dagger is the swan's neck that curves down just like a swan's neck would. And it ends with a small black stone where the swan's eye would be in the pommel. Looks to be like maybe obsidian. And the hilt is made of a dark gray metal, and the blade itself is also a darker metal.
Okay. I don't know if Zayla kind of implied for me to like stow it on myself or just keep in the box. Like I didn't know if you wanted me to just look at it or not, but
He sees you looking at it, and he says, "Hide it."
okay, yeah. Before she does that though, she kind of like feels it up and down. She's like, "What? You said this was from my father?"
That is what I said.
She kind of like does like a little half smile, and she doesn't say anything after that, but she kind of like tucks it like interior, kind of like side area, right over here underneath her cloak and
In her robes.
Yeah, in her robes basically. And she kind of like goes, "Well, I don't know if you're allowed to leave me, but I wouldn't mind if my seneschal would get some food or something. I have a little bit of an appetite."
He'll look around. 5 minutes. And he'll get up and he'll walk away.
Kind of sits there, like just kind of posed up, just looking where he went, waiting.
Taking in the scenery.
Yeah.
Back to the outside. Vaenya and Silton. The two of you are walking arm in arm. You're tall enough to the point in which his arm's like up here, kind of linked with yours. And you are walking down this main thoroughway here. And he says, out of the corner of his mouth, "Act confident, like you belong here, and we'll be fine."
Well, have you seen me? Did you
Oh.
look at me in this dress? Of course I belong.
There you go. And he will lead you right up the stairs to this little rat man. And this little rat man will say, "Invitations." And Silton produces a piece of paper out of his jacket pocket, and he hands it to the little mouse man, and he begins to look it over. He looks back, and it's about he's a little bit, just a tad shorter than Silton, significantly shorter than you. And he looks really close and gets real close to Silton's face, and wiggles his whiskers a little bit. And then he looks up at you, and he says, "Find your table on the inside and have a seat. The event will begin promptly."
I'd be happy to.
And Silton just says, "In we go. Like we belong here. We are just two fancy pants people. We belong."
Of course we belong. We are so fancy, but are you kidding me? You're so intelligent and you're so interesting and you make such cool things. Like, of course we belong here. What are you even saying? Like, let's quickly go to our table. Because this is where we're supposed to be. Because you're so cool and interesting.
You guys walk in, and you walk down the stairs, and as you're walking down the stairs, he again, corner of his mouth, he says, "Now listen, we don't have a table because that invitation was a fake. It's a forgery. We don't have a table, so we need to just kind of blend in. We need to find us some suckers, and we need to start talking up our product. And you know what that means? That means you gotta start, you are the product, doll. You're the product. That arm of yours. It's more than just a fancy gift for my baby girl. The Chris deck in there. That's the product we're pushing."
Well, of course it is. I mean, like, I always knew that I was the product. Like, why would I be why would you give me this big fancy dress so that I could show up at the big fancy party just so that, like, I could do nothing? Of course I knew I was coming so that I could show off the product. The product is me. I am the product.
I think I see a table. I think we're gonna go right over here. And he goes to the first table at the bottom of the stairs.
Right up front.
And at the first table, you can see it's weird as to why he picked it out. I don't like. It's literally just a family. It's a mother and a father and their 2 children, 2 young children, probably like 6 or 7, and then maybe 10. They're young, and the children are with their mother, and the father is talking to another man at a neighboring table, and it's they kind of look like, I don't want to say like nerds, but like
You can say
intelligent.
nerds.
Yeah, but it's not. They're not okay. They look dorky. Like, they're both got like the big thick glasses. They're both dressed. They almost look like professors. Slicked hair, and they're both humans. All these people are humans, and they're talking, and they just look like they're talking about math or something like that. And Silton kind of goes up and goes, "Well, hello, boys. How are you, fine gentlemen, tonight? Good, I trust. Yes." And they just kind of look at him and give him a look like, who is this guy? And he says, "Boy, do I have something interesting to show you that I think you'll really enjoy." And he looks over at you awkwardly.
Hello?
They don't know what they're looking at. They think
I
that
would
he's trying to
love-
proposition this girl to them.
Hello, I would love to introduce myself. My name is Vaenya. I am the product of future innovation. I'm doing a great job at it, and so is my compatriot. So if you are so inclined, you could look at this long, interesting arm. A lot of people in the wars and in the business, they lose their limbs and they don't have any arms or they don't have any legs. And when they lose their arms and they lose their legs, like they don't have anything to do about it. They just put a stub or they just put some wood or some steel. No, but in this, they have something fantastic. It's something interesting. It can do more. Look at phalanges.
Please make a
How's it?
persuasion check.
She sells it.
I'm gonna give you advantage.
I did my best to sell that. Woof. With advantage. With advantage, it was still an 11.
The mother at the table pulls the kids in closer to her and covers their ears and looks at her husband and says, "You are not seriously entertaining a prostitute."
Marx openly laughs.
like Marx can see this happening.
Yeah,
He's like
actually,
he's right there. He's probably looking right at you guys right now.
he's 2 tables over. Yeah, that's actually a good point. You would probably, with your passive, let's get Kit down here. With your passive, and anyways, you would see, with your passive perception, you would see the very interesting couple that just walked down the stairs. You probably would have seen them on the staircase coming down, in fact. It's not every day that you see a short, stubby, middle-aged dwarf escorting a tall, elegant...
Absolute beauty, correct?
Right.
Like an
Yes.
absolute beauty.
So the 2 of them make quite an interesting pairing to begin with. So that would have caught your eye coming down the stairs. But then the woman begins just talking about how she's the product, and it apparently is giving off the wrong idea.
With my passive 17 insight, do I understand what she's trying to say?
I would say, given the level of noise, you probably didn't hear what she was saying.
Okay. So he's
The
probably
laugh
just
was
laughing at this
funny,
point.
though.
Yeah, he's straight up just laughing.
The reaction of the men, the husband whom she just said that to, is visibly like, "Wait, no, I wasn't doing that." But the other man is like, "Well, given
Well,
that
I'm
he's a little more interested, Hazard or Silton kind of latches onto that a little bit, and it's just like, what? Yeah, you see these things that in her arm. These I call them Christek. I call them it's my thing of my own making. I made it. It's like think of it like this. It's like he starts nervously rambling about the Christek and explaining what the Christek is, and he's like, it's basically it's the physical incarnation of like real magic. It's just magic that I made physical. It's a thing, and I made it, and it powers things like this arm. You know, do the tricks, do the things with the arms, honey.
Okay, do you want me to do the tricks? I would love to do the tricks. Okay, so like I have a lot of tricks. Like if you're interested, we can like make a bleed, and she like pops out her scimitar like aggressively.
The man like visibly like ooh, scared.
Yeah. Um, and then we're like, we can always use it for defense. And then I like cast shield from the arm.
So it just kind of apparates a little bit.
Yeah, like it's an artificer spell mechanically, but I cast shield from the spell, so it's like, or from the arm, I mean. Yes.
It's very neat. And he's this guy is enthralled with this kind of expose. However, right after you cast shield from the arm, one of the Christek crystals begins not quite flutter or blink a little bit, but it begins to lose a little bit of its sheen, a little bit of its light.
Sparkle.
But Silton doesn't seem to notice that, and he says, "Okay, now do let's see, what else can you do? I haven't seen you use your stuff. I don't know. What else can you do? Do the hand.
Well.
Do the hand thing. Do the hand thing."
Fine, I guess.
Busily laughing harder.
Like,
And do the
are we talking about like the mage hand, or are we
The ghost
about
hand. The ghost hand. You know, the one that I think is
Fine.
creepy as hell when you use the ghost hand to like work. So you got like 3 hands. You know, it's really creepy, but it's a cool trick.
She apparates the hand.
Visible oohs and ahs coming from the table. Not only from the guy that was kind of listening to you in the first place, but now the kids see that, and the kids are like,
It
they think
starts.
it's very, very cool.
I make a conscious choice to make it start doing like shadow puppets with one hand, like the dog or the whatever the one hand one is.
Very cool. As you summon your mage hand and you begin controlling your mage hand, that crystal that began to lose its light actively sparks, and goes out.
Like I lost it.
Like it is now just a drained battery, essentially.
Understood.
It was the one in the middle, your elbow crook. It's right after that display, and the crystal goes out, that Queen Nushala steps up to the up here. She comes up here, where I have Sten and Nanari, and she is backed by her gigantic bodyguard of a being known as BG, and she simply does a wave of her hand, and all of the lights in the room, which were a combination of, there's some fire, like torchlight, there was some mage light, like dancing lights and things like that. All of the lights at once, regardless of their source, turn to this almost like a pink, like a lavender pink color. And she thaumaturgies her voice, she's not shouting, and she says, "Welcome all of my guests to the engagement ball to my daughter, the Princess Nanari, to our lovely neighbors in Skolget, namely the Prince Sten Ambermaw." And she motions over, and Nanari comes to her on this side, and Sten comes to her other side. And when you see Sten is this hulk of a guy, like close to 7 feet. He's extremely broad. Think of like Hercules, but human, like real human.
I
And
was
he's even
thinking
kind
more
of
like the mountain.
yeah, the mountain. That's a good example too. Very similar, yeah. But not as mean looking. Like Sten looks like his face is a little more angular, and his expression is a little softer. And he doesn't look like he's this. Like Marx, you overheard on the ride up that Sten is a fearsome warrior on the battlefield, and he's this beast of a man and all this stuff. He doesn't look. He's big, but he doesn't look like he's this fierce warrior that you heard. And he just kind of looks out at the crowd and gives a little political wave and a little smile. And he steps back and kind of over to Nanari and goes over to her and grabs her hand, and they're standing together now, hand in hand. And Nanari has this wry little smile, like bashful almost. And Yushala turns back to the crowd and says, "Now please, eat our food, drink our drink, and make merry with our merriment. Strike up the music, band!" And all of a sudden, the instruments that were all at the far end of the room begin playing themselves. The piano begins playing, the harps begin plucking, the lutes begin plucking, and it's this orchestral sound, and it begins filling the room with music. What? Let's Trayalane, what are you doing?
Okay, so first
Your
off,
brother still hasn't come back. Mustang still hasn't come back.
I think Trayalane I don't think Traylane's gonna be doing much right now. I mean, like, I don't know if I saw the whole scene with like the magical hand, or if that was just a little bit too distant for me.
I think we should put I think we should put Vaenya first, because I'm hiccupy and I'm going to harass Trayalane. Like that's my entire goal. Like that was my initial goal, is to, this is happening, and I am going to approach Trayalane and be like, "You're so pretty, you're so attractive. What are you doing here?" And Traylane's gonna be like,
I mean, that is a good point. Trayalane, you're sitting at a table by yourself.
Yes, I'm aware.
So, Vaenya, you would
"Vaenya."
make a perception check. Actually, Vaenya,
11.
there's a lot of people here.
So many.
There's a lot of people, and there's a lot of interesting looking people at the same time. Trayalane, you're not doing anything to like make yourself look smaller or anything, are you?
Trayalane, literally, like, as I said before, she kind of like up her posture right now, just looking at the door, but also now that the music's starting, kind of like looking like she's, I wouldn't say necessarily enthralled, but like, this is new, this is different, and there's like music and stuff right now, so there's like a little bit of like a, okay.
For the plot, for the plot.
That's up to Coty. That's up to Coty.
That's all I said. For the plot. For the plot.
Vaenya, as you are hanging back just a little bit and listening to Silton try to sell this product, trying to sell this crystal,
Trying to sell me.
a young man kind of begins walking in towards you at the table, and he leans in a little bit close to the side that Silton is not on, and he just says, "Music's going. Care to dance?" I gotta take my mind off of it.
I would love to dance.
Trayalane, as you are sitting at the table, just looking around and wondering where not only your brother went, but also wondering where Mustang went, you begin scanning the room. Make a perception check.
Okay. 15?
You see your younger brother Verwind taking this interesting woman with the gilded arm to the dance floor.
I think Trayalane kind of knew that he was. Actually, I didn't roll an insight, but I feel like it was kind of from the interaction that we had. She knew that he wasn't coming back. But she looks over, kind of like, nah, it's kind of glaring daggers. I don't know if it's glaring daggers or just kind of like looking like, at least be less obvious about it. And I think she wants to get out of the seat, but there's this like, like Mustang, like thinking Zalog, thinking like, And she kind of looks over to see where Zaylog is right now. Is he like?
You don't see him. You did not see him on your scan of the room. But in addition to seeing Verwin go up and grabbing the gilded armed lady, you can see at the table next to you, actually, you can see there's a young man who is just sitting there laughing at the situation a couple tables over, and a little bit of an older man, probably closer to Mustang's age, who is also just laughing with him. And it's just the two of them at this table.
I'm gonna do a wisdom saving throw myself just to decide something here. I don't think Traylane's thinking very rationally right now, so I think she's gonna like kind of like eye over where Mustang is, get out of her seat. She's gonna kind of like step, kind of like beeline over to where Verowind is, and kind of like I don't know necessarily go up near them. I assume they're dancing now.
They are dancing, and I need a performance check from Vaenya.
Okay, so I'm obviously watching her get up and then walk across the room, right?
You are seeing all of this. You already had eyes. You already had eyes on the
For
guild
the
farm.
record, 13 performance check. Vaenya is dancing completely incorrectly. She is dancing totally wrong. She is not doing like a polite waltz. Like, she's not doing a polite whatever high elves think is the right thing. She is like
Goth rave.
Living it up. You're just
she is like she's dancing. Like she like a 13 is performance of other people's perception of her. Her perception of herself is like a 200%. Like, she is living her entire life right now.
she thinks that she just rolled a natural 20.
Oh yes, correct.
Okay. So Marx, you would have seen. I mean, you already had eyes on the gilded armed lady. You were watching that entire encounter, so you seen this young man get up and ask her to dance. You seen the girl, one of the only, if not the only, tiefling in the room, get up and beeline in that direction. You see all of this. You are right in the middle.
Can I get a grasp on this blue lady's demeanor?
I have my house colors on. I don't know if that like it's so.
Oh, he doesn't care.
Okay.
From my perspective, like, you are like, from my perspective, Trayalane is like coveted and protected. If that is not how that is, then I have not been paying attention.
Right now, she's by herself. When she arrived, yes, she was very protected. But right now, all of the guards are stationed in various places. Mustang disappeared. You're dancing with her brother. She's completely isolated right now. So, Marx, what were you saying? What were you wanting to do?
I was trying to see what the demeanor of Trayalane is.
Roll an insight check. And you're not hiding any of this, right, Trayalane? You are very.
I mean, Trayalane is a very. How I imagine her, she's like doesn't give off that much. So I mean, it's up to your interpretation whether or not an 11 would get any of this.
I wanted to use my passive 17, but
passive is like your passive usage. That's not. This is you're actively looking.
Like, do I passively see that this person's a little perturbed?
That's not how that works. But yes, you can see based on just the little bit. She doesn't look like she's like over emotional or anything like that. She doesn't look like she's pissed. She doesn't look like she's really exhibiting anything. But you can see, given her trajectory and kind of more her body language over her facial expressions, that she is heading in that direction. But that's about all you can ascertain. So Trayalane.
Is Kit there with me?
Yeah, he's at the table.
I'm kind of glad I came. Looks like we might get some drama tonight. At least it'll be somewhat entertaining, unlike usual.
You talking about that. And he motions over to Trayalane as the camera begins to pan as Trayalane is beelining towards Verwind.
Correct.
So, yeah, Trayalane kind of goes up. Like, I don't know how wild the dancing is, but like, I think she kind of waits for him to be like, kind of like spin around where like she's there, you know, like.
So Vaenya
Ooh,
is.
you know what I would love?
Go ahead.
I would love if there was like a part in the dance where we switch partners and Trayalane interjected her mother and became my new partner. That doesn't have to happen. I'm just saying I would love it if it did.
Something similar to that might happen. So it's funny because like right now you two are the only people on the dance floor. Everybody else is just socializing and drinking, and your dancing is so erratic and so exotic and different that Verwind kind of doesn't know what to do. So he's like trying to take your lead and
He's
copy
like,
your movements.
Yeah, he's like, who is she? What is this? What is happening?
And he's very, very awkward about it. And then Trayalane, you walk up, and Verwind's back is to you. So Vaenya, you see Trayalane walking up to you, like walking up to the two of you. Trayalane, what do you do?
I think I'm waiting for them to turn around so Verwind gets the first, unless she has something to say. No? Okay.
Do you say anything, Vaenya?
I don't wait. I swap partners. I swap partners. I throw him aside and I aggressively grab this woman against her will. And I'm like, hello, it's wonderful to meet you. My name is Vaenya. I'm having a great time. We're having a party. We're going to dance. We're going to have a great time. We're going to do all of the good things.
When
I
you
grab her and I rip her into my orbit, and she has a choice whether or not she goes along with that.
When you did that and you grabbed Trayalane and you shoved Verwind out of the way, he was not expecting it, and he went down.
Oh no.
He fell to the ground, and Trayalane, you look down at your brother as this strange girl is dancing with you and pulled you into her space. Your brother is on the ground and looks pissed.
First off, I think Trayalane, like, when you grabbed her, she's like there's like this, like, I do not want to be touched right now. Like,
you don't want to be touched. You didn't come with me. You're standing there alone. What am
Please.
I going to do?
I need she, like flustered, like, what is going on right now? But like, she kind of like puts her hands, tries to push you back as you're like actively trying to dance with her, and she goes,
yoinked! Yoinked!
Please, Verwind! And like, as she's getting like pulled away.
He gets up and stamps towards your parents, towards the gate.
Kid and I are just dying. We've fallen out of our chairs at this point. We're crawling on the ground, trying to compose ourselves.
Yeah, I think Traylane's like trying to like go after Verwind, like. Verwind.
And I am slightly aggressively forcing you to do the
twirls. As you are forcibly, somewhat aggressively, trying to keep this girl in your orbit,
with
you
love
begin to
and care.
You begin to feel this one's smoking now.
Breaks.
And it begins to almost like burn. Like you normally you don't feel pain in this prosthetic arm, but it's almost like a phantom pain that you would expect it to feel like had you remembered what it was like losing your arm. Make a Constitution saving throw.
15.
That's good. You push through the pain and continue to dance. Trayalane, you being right there next to this girl as her robotic arm, this prosthetic arm begins to spark and smoke, like you see this.
Yeah, so like there's like this kind of like tugging thing right now where like she wants to like go after Verwin, but she got aggressively grabbed by this random stranger, and she's like,
No.
first up, get your hands off of me, please.
You don't want me to touch you. We're at a party. What am I supposed to do?
I wasn't
You
here.
don't
I was here for my brother. Second, your arm is. There's a spark, right? But don't just touch people. What?
Isn't it amazing? Isn't it so amazing? Isn't it so interesting?
No, it's not interesting. It's first off, it looks broken. Second, I need to see my brother. So please, just get out of my way. And
It's at this time that
brother.
coming down the stairs on either side of the stairs are bannermen, a succession of bannermen, and they're coming down, and they're the head person on either side. One of them is carrying the banner of House Ambermall from Skullgate, and the other side is carrying the banner of House Broodthorn, the royal house here. And you guys are smack dab in the middle of where they're walking towards. And just as they're kind of beginning to converge near you, Vaenya, the last crystal in your arm sparks even more aggressively than the other ones have. And the spark isn't a normal spark on this last one. It's larger, it's hotter, and it jumps out of your arm almost like it has a mind of its own and leaps onto the banner of House Ambermall. And the banner bursts into flames. The banner bursts into flames. The bannermen begin to frantically wave the banner to try to put it out. What are you guys doing?
Trayalane, oh, am I able to cast spells without like cantrips without using the dagger?
I'm running. Vaenya is gone. Vaenya is expeditious retreat gone.
I can try something. Put it on the ground. Put the banner on the ground.
She's gone. She don't know any of y'all. She never met you.
The banner, he throws the banner down and begins to stomp on it.
I offered the like help it like with some ice magic if I can, or like I don't know if there's anything that's like very soft. But I'd assume like, you know, there's like frostbite and ray of frost. If that would help
me.
You tell me. How? Wait. How close is Vaenya to Trayalane when this actually happened? Like we were dancing.
Like within 5 feet.
Within 5 feet.
Yeah.
Vaenya fucking like strong arm scoops Trayalane, and we are expeditious retreat that direction.
I think that would be an athletics check from Vaenya.
Do it.
And if
Trayalane does
would you oppose?
Yes, I think Trayalane would. I'm not beating that, but I think Trayalane would oppose being randomly picked up by his changer. Yeah, I got 13.
Acrobatics, yeah. Okay.
Okay. You lost. I scooped you.
Yeah.
You were successfully scooped.
Marx, what are you doing during this interaction?
I mean, for me,
Marx.
Oh, I'm like, I see this all going down. I see the fire burst. I'm like, my God, this is the best day. I'm so glad we came here. I can't. I think she's gonna I think that the royal girl, the tiefling, is gonna kidnap her right now.
The bannerman at this point threw the banner onto the floor and is beginning to try to stomp it out, but the fire is spreading. Panic is beginning to ensue.
Well, sadly, I don't have anything to actually put out the fire. I thought thaumaturgy would, but all it does is dim the light or change the color. Tell you what, I changed it to blue.
I think from kind of like
you try to change the color of the lights to blue, and your spell does not work.
Ooh.
All right. Well, this is a banquet. Can people bring water? He says out loud, as loud as he can.
Can he see that my psychotic, crazy ass with a mechanic arm kidnapped this person
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
is
yeah, he saw.
running? Like,
Yes, he
can
saw the
you
whole
see
interaction.
He said
Yes.
exactly the words. Oh, Kit, I think that woman's kidnapping a royal. Oh, fire! God damn it! Water!
I have no idea who you are. Let me help. I can do something. Please.
exactly what I tell you to do, and right now what I am telling you to do is to be quiet because you are going to be you are being alive. That
Marx
is it.
is
You are being
Marx is shouting for water, and Trayalane and Vaenya are expediently leaving the scene of the fire.
alive.
The music went from this like soft dancing orchestral ballroom style music. It's still going, but now the music is intense. Like the scene has changed. The music has picked up pace. It's more aggressive.
Oh, great! The instruments have a fucking personality.
The lights from all sources, whether they be torchlight, mage light, any source, disappear. It is pitch black now. If you do not have dark vision, you cannot see.
Dark vision.
Screams erupt. The whole place is panicked. Where the banner was burning, that fire also went out. But in the darkness, now that fire erupts into a shade of blue. And through the fire, you can see, if you're looking at it, it's not just fire anymore. In the fire, you can see little bolts of lightning begin to crackle back and forth within the flames. Vaenya, your arm begins to tingle again. The sockets with the crystals still in them, even though the light has dimmed, the crystals are still in them. And the crystals all of a sudden shoot back to life. The color coming back, the light coming back. But it's only for a split second before they explode in your arm. No damage done. Like, you're not taking any physical damage.
How far
But
did
how far did you get?
I get away with her together?
Probably good 20 feet, 20, 30 feet.
Far enough to not suffer the like how far in terms of consequences?
There's no consequences yet.
Yet?
You attempted to kidnap a noble, so and take their way.
As the darkness is all encompassing, the screaming is happening. You can see this lightning energy crackling within the blue fire. The lights come back throughout the room. The fire is now a raging inferno that is quickly spreading around. The damage is it's all happening so fast.
So fast.
You can see
Everyone,
support beams are already on fire from the ceiling. Tapestries are falling down on top of people. Tables have been flipped and are on fire. None of you can see any of the people that were important to you.
What? I can't see my guy right next to me.
He's not next to you anymore.
Oh no.
But I can see Trayalane, right?
Traylane's right there. Yes.
I think Trayalane.
I'm more
I
referring to like
Trayalane against her will.
Oh yeah, no, she's
Yes.
aware, but she's also like actively trying to like push against and like try to yell like out, Zaylog, Zaylog.
I need each of you to make a perception check, please.
Okay. Oh my lord, 9.
Damn.
29.
I don't know why it keeps rolling twice.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, either way, that was a really good roll, though. Trayalane, you don't see your brother, you don't see your parents, you don't see Mustang anywhere. Vaenya,
But she sees me.
what you see, you can see the family that you had been talking with that was sitting at your table earlier. As you're looking around, you're looking for your father, you're looking for Sylvan. You don't see him right away, but what you do see is a support beam fall from the floor, or fall from the ceiling, and land on top of the father of that family, and he's crushed to death.
Oh man, I could have said.
The kids scurry away and hide under a table next to you, and the mother is trapped under the table that you guys were sitting at. She's not moving.
Can I try to help? Just
In just a moment. Marx, what you see, everything. You see it all, including Kit and your father Octavian out near the balcony. The balcony Something happened outside. The balcony begins to shift, and you can see it slowly begin to fall away from the rest of the building.
No.
Kit and your father both latch onto the edge of the thing and are hanging by the edge of the balcony for their lives.
I'm gonna beeline it.
Trayalane, what are you doing?
I keep like insisting, please just let me down. I have to look for Zaylog.
She's not holding on to you
Oh,
anymore.
okay.
You're just next to her.
Okay. So how do I have to go through the fire to like get anywhere near where Zaylog was?
You don't know where he was.
Hmm.
You told him to give you time, and he went off. You don't know where he went. You have not seen him since he left you at the table.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to. I mean, I already did my perception check, but I'm going to just try to like. God, how selfish is she right now? I think she's probably. I mean, people know that there's a fire, but I think she's going to just say, use thaumaturgy and just yell, "Zaylog!" Like, just kind of.
You try to project your voice using your spell,
Yeah.
and it's just a regular yell. It's like magic is suppressed.
She's kind of looking around panically. Can I like kind of go to the right a little bit and see where my parents were?
Sure. The last place that you saw them was out on the balcony
Yes.
when you had first arrived. You look over at the balcony, you can see that the balcony's fallen away.
Oh, it's fallen away? But the fire, like...
The fire was inside the building.
Yeah.
The balcony broke apart.
The balcony has fallen away from the building. Make another perception check, but with disadvantage this time.
Considering my rolls, it's gonna be...
Because you're panicking.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I mean, it was 12.
It's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
You're looking around, you don't see your parents. However, you do see Mustang. And Mustang is at the top of the staircase closest to you, the upper staircase. He's at the top, and he is with his sword out. You can see that he's fighting something up there.
Can I go over? Or is it blocked?
The stairway is blocked by the fire. Marx, you are running towards the balcony.
Yeah, I'm like full blown like the dash
Right.
action style sprinting at 60 feet per second. I'm gunning it.
There are two people hanging from the balcony. Your father and Kit. Who are you going for?
Are there any good memories with my dad?
There's not a lot. But yeah, you have fond memories of like him when you were a child. Since you've become an adult, he's gotten a little more distant with you. But that's because his political ambitions have grown a little bit more.
All right.
But you have 15 years worth of almost exclusively good memories with Kit.
Are these pillars?
These things are pillars, yes.
While I'm running up to the balcony, I want to pull a rope out and throw that bitch around the pillar. Snap tie it with a bowling knot, a real knot that takes like a half second to make. It's also very sturdy and strengthens itself as you're pulling on the rope. I'll make a survival if you'd like me to. And then I'm going to throw the rope to my dad, and then I'm going to pull up Kit.
Make a survival check.
Make a what? Survival? Yeah.
Yeah, survival's good.
I don't know why it keeps rolling twice.
I saw the 11.
There's a 10 and 11. I saw the 11 first, though, so 11. You throw the rope. You think it's secured, but you don't have time to look at it.
Go with the plan.
So you're going to give the rope to your dad, and you're going to pull up Kit.
Yep.
Your dad grabs the rope, you grab Kit's arm, and you heave. Make an athletics check.
Again, rolling twice.
I saw the 18.
Not bad. You heave, and you pull Kit up, and just as you're pulling Kit up, your dad says, thank you, so... and he falls. The rope breaks. The knot doesn't hold.
Can I catch the rope?
Probably not. I'll give you one chance. Make an athletics check. Or no. Make an acrobatics check and see if you're fast enough to catch the rope. Actually, no. Initiative.
Initiative?
Yep.
Ooh.
The rope. You grab the rope, but it's at the very end of the rope. And not enough to keep him from falling. It slips from your grasp. And he falls silently. He doesn't even scream as he falls to the ground. Trayalane. And we're only coming back to you because it looks like Becky's busy.
Yeah, she was
Or trying to figure something out.
Yeah.
After panicking and looking around some more, you saw Mustang at the top of the balcony, fighting off something that you couldn't see. You begin running towards that direction to try to go up the stairs to help, only to find that they're blocked with fire. You look back over in the other direction, and now you can see what looks like your brother on the floor underneath a large burning tapestry.
No. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Trayalane dislikes him, but like she's gonna go over and do what she can. Is he like visibly?
Just like I gave Marx, you have the choice. You can attempt to go up the stairs and get around the flames to go up to Mustang and help him, or you can go and help your unconscious brother avoid being burned alive underneath the tapestry.
I feel like here, and this is just purely just the way Verowyn has, there's not really been a lot. It's kind of like more of a stranger to her than anything else. I think the natural thing would be Mustang for her.
Okay. You see him, and you see Mustang, and you're at the base of the stairs, and all of a sudden you can see there's a break in the flame, and if you sprint, you think you might be able to make it.
Okay.
I need you to make an initiative roll to see how quickly you can get up the stairs.
It's the straight D20. Let's see if I'm rolling good today. Oh, okay. 16.
That's good enough. You get up the stairs, and you make it to Mustang in time. And when you round the corner of the stairs, what you can see that Mustang is fending off, it looks like a ball of lightning. A crackling sphere of magical energy with little lightning sparks coming off of it in every which direction.
Okay.
You look around and you can now see them starting to pop up in various places throughout the ballroom.
Oh. Okay. Are you gonna say something or?
Well, that's where I was going to end things.
Okay.
But I wanted to get to Vaenya's choice.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Do you want to do your ending?
Oh, I died?
Yeah, we all died.
No.
No, we all died.
Nobody died.
That's it, Nico.
Oh, not nobody died. Some people died.
I missed that.
You'll see the recording. You'll just see what you missed.
Get into it.
Last I noticed or remembered, I was forcing Trayalane to dance with me.
It's a little bit past that, but
So some stuff happened, and after that,
Sorry, some stuff happened at my house too.
you're fine. It's okay. So Trayalane got away from you, escaped like a slippery grip, and went off and did some stuff. You, in the inferno that ensued throughout the room, began looking around for Silton, for dear old Dad, right?
It's my dad.
And instead, what you saw was that family, like I said, the family who the father had been crushed under the support beam.
Caught that.
The mother was trapped under the burning table, and the children were cowering and hiding underneath another table. But in addition to seeing all that, you see Silton, after you looked around a little bit more, is also trapped underneath that support beam that killed the other guy. He's alive still, but the support beam was on fire, and he is stuck underneath it. So now, everybody else had an option. Are you going to save the mother of the kids from being burned alive underneath the table with them watching, or are you going to go after and help Silton get out underneath the support beam?
I'm gonna save the kids.
Okay. Make a athletics check as you go to rip the table off.
Please. Oh, please. Athletics.
Mm-hmm.
10.
You go to try to maneuver this table off of their mother, but it's hard. It's a very heavy, fancy, difficult table.
Yes.
Silton yells back over to you. I believe in you, Venny. I believe. Use your arm. Make one more athletics check with advantage this time.
oh,
Zero.
It's a
His
4.
craftsmanship is
It's
not.
a 4 with. It's a 4.
He caused
It's a
us all die
4.
for it.
This is why I hate digital.
Oh, that's wild.
For the record, thematically, Vaenya didn't abandon him. Thematically, Vaenya just saw the first person in need in front of her first.
My brother.
Correct. You just
Yeah, well, he was a
Flat out.
dick, so that's different.
I tried to say both.
Vaenya, you're struggling to move this table, this massive, massive table. Another collapse happens over near where Silton's at, and you don't see what happened to him. He disappears
He's gone.
in the fire. A group of men come over, Prince Sten included, and rip this table away from the woman you were trying to help. And Prince Sten lifts her up in one arm, kind of looks over at you and kind of and puts his kind of comes a little closer and just comes and just says, "Are you okay?
No!
Are you hurt? Are you injured?"
Really, I would love to have some help. I would love to have some help. Please give me some help.
Men, come on, grab, let's go. And he's gonna direct these guys.
Scoop me, please. I am prime. I am prime. Please scoop me.
As everybody is scooped, the kids and you and the injured woman, the other staircase that was not blocked entirely with flame, you guys are all ushered up the stairs and out to the main door. However, the door, as you get there, will not open. It's locked. And as I said before to Trayalane, as you begin looking around, Marx, you see this. Vaenya, you see this. You begin looking around the ballroom, and all of the guests begin crowding up towards the door. But all along the ballroom, you can see these little balls of magical energy begin to appear.
Accumulate.
And they're popping up. Seems as though they're popping out of the flames, but they're crackling like electricity. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, a dozen all of a sudden scattered all around the room. Marx, I need you to make a perception check. A 30.
Whoa.
I think that's a net 20, right?
That's crazy.
I can see
You-
lies.
You could not have rolled high at a better time in this game. As you are reeling from losing your father off the balcony and from narrowly saving your best friend's life, you look outside of the balcony. You're right there on the edge, and you happen to look up. And in the dusk sky, high above the already high Sky City, you can see what looks like a moat of light with somebody standing inside of it. And that's where we're going to end tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for playing session 1 of
That was crazy. That
A
was so
Banquet of
good.
Lightning.
That was so crazy.
Does anyone want to say anything before I stop the recording?
Nope. I think we're good.
Yeah, you can stop it.
Yeah. Bye again for the second time.